Hey guys, welcome to Tiki Rick Adventures. Thank you guys for joining me today. We're gonna go into Disney California Adventure. We're gonna try out some new Halloween seasonal food. We're gonna go to Paradise Garden Grill for lunch, one of my favorite spots to eat of all time in both the parks. So let's get this started. Let's go have a fun day today. I love walking down Buena Vista Street during the spooky season. It's just always so nice to be here during Halloween. I really like the purple bunting and I like the bats everywhere. I love the decorations that they do at DCA for Halloween time. It's just really nice, really festive and fun for sure. We're gonna go to Paradise Garden Grill for lunch, like I said. That's my favorite Mexican food in both the parks. It's really good. Rancho del Zocalo is also really good at Disneyland, but I think the better value is at Paradise Garden Grills because you still get rice and beans as a side. It's a very filling meal, and usually they're around 13 to 15 bucks. I think it's a really good value to eat there. Good food quality, and it seems to be consistently delicious. There's 3 items that came out for the season that I want to try out, so we're gonna go there and eat, and we'll look at a couple of new merchandise items. Just have a fun day today. It's a hot day, so we're gonna take it slow as always in the heat. But yeah, let's go grab some lunch. I think that's gonna be our first stop for today. The Five and Dime is just about to play. I got here perfect timing, so let's go watch the Five and Dime before we eat.
Across the land, holding his noggin in his hand. Demons take one look and groan and hit the road for cars unknown. With hip, and the Liberty Club, he's out looking for a top job. So don't try to figure out the plan. You can't reason with a headless man.
When I'm going from Buena Vista Street over to Paradise Garden Grill, I like to take this path because it's a little shadier. It might be slightly longer, but I think the difference in distance rather, is negligible. But I like this way because it's a little more relaxing. It's usually a little more calm than the main strip of DCA. And it just seems like the sun is beating down on you if you go on that main strip. I can't mobile order one of the items at Paradise Garden Grill, so I'll just go stand in line and pick up my order. It doesn't seem too busy today, so hopefully the line's not too long for that. But let's go eat. I'm very hungry and I'm excited for lunch. Also, when you go this way, you get to see this beautiful painting here. I just like this. It's like a nod to our national parks and our state parks, and I just really like that. It reminds me of Yosemite, and it's beautiful. I don't know why. It's just always been my favorite painting in DCA. One of the things you can do for this season is meet Miguel in his little puppet form, which is really cool. It's a really fun interaction. Definitely check that out during the Halloween season because it's special to this time of year and Plaza de Familia. I like all the decorations in Plaza de Familia. They do a good job this time of year. This came out on September 10th, so it's not brand new, but I still haven't seen it yet. It's so cool. It's Dante in his Alebrije form. I love the strap on it. It's a sipper for $34.79. It comes with a drink. It's a really nice sipper. I love that one. I don't really collect sippers, but I do want that one. I love Dante. I think he's just so goofy and adorable, and I really enjoy the movie Coco. One of my favorite Pixar movies for sure. He's just so colorful and beautiful, and the strap is really nice. It has marigolds and the Disney Park logo and some sugar skulls on it. Well, that was fun. The Coco show was going on right when I sat down, so I got to kind of watch that right behind me. It was really cool to see that again and to be able to hear it from a seat in the shade. I take back what I said earlier about it not being busy today. It's actually very busy. I'm surprised. The front of the park didn't feel that busy, but back here it's really, really busy. But I finally did get a spot in the shade. The unfortunate thing is I had to wait in line for a while because they didn't have this item on the mobile order. The quesadilla wasn't available on the mobile order for some reason. I have no idea why they do that sometimes. It's kind of odd that one item will be missing, but the Achiote chicken I got was on the mobile order. So I just stood in line. It wasn't too bad, but it is busy, like I said. I'm just very fortunate to be able to get a seat today in the shade. I feel really lucky to find a seat because there's not a lot of tables. It looks like there's tons of tables out here, but with the 2 restaurants, it does get busy in this area. But we're gonna start with the Achiote chicken first. So this was $19.49. It's the Achiote Half Chicken, roasted Achiote marinated chicken served with Spanish rice, refried beans, and Nepal salad. Nepal salad I've had before, and I actually like it. It's cactus, and cactus has a fairly neutral flavor if you've never eaten it before. Don't be scared of it. It's kind of earthy, and it's kind of nice. It's got a really good mild flavor to it, very mild, but I like it. It's kind of a pico de gallo with cactus mixed into it. It's pretty much just that, the salad is. So that looks like it's gonna be good. You get beans and rice with this one, so at least even though it's $19.49, you do get a side of beans and rice, which is nice, and half a chicken, so it's pretty filling. You could probably split this one because it's a pretty decent sized chicken. All right, I cut off a piece of the white meat. It's hard to eat this with plastic utensils, but they don't have any real utensils available today. But you just kind of need to cut off a piece if you can. I think eventually you're just gonna have to pick up this chicken and just get messy to get the nitty gritty, you know, to get the meat that's all stuck on the bones. You're gonna have to do that at some point. But I cut off a piece that's charred. I love when there's a charred skin on chicken, and this is a breast piece, so we'll try that out first. Let's give this a go. That's okay. It doesn't have a strong flavor. Looking at it, it looked like it was gonna be really well seasoned, and I'm kind of disappointed that there's not a lot of flavor to it. You can kind of taste the achiote, you can kind of taste some lime in there, but it needs a lot more seasoning for sure. It's a pretty plain chicken other than that. If it had a stronger achiote flavor, I think this would be a lot better. It's easily improvable, but that being said, the quality of the chicken is really good for a theme park chicken. It's moist, it's not overcooked, it's well prepared and executed other than the seasoning. I personally wouldn't get this one again. It's pretty good looking, but it's kind of disappointing flavor-wise. It doesn't even have quite enough salt on it. It really just needs a lot more seasoning, which is surprising because usually when I get stuff at Paradise Garden Grill, it's seasoned well and it is really flavorful for the most part. That's not really the case here. It's just lacking on flavor. It's a pretty plain chicken. So if you're looking for something basic, no frills to it, and you don't like a lot of seasoning or spice, then you're gonna enjoy this one. It's not spicy hot at all, but I like that it comes with beans and rice at least. I'm gonna try the nopal salad out too. It's kind of mixed in with the beans because they scoop it on the beans, so it's kind of hard to try by itself, but I did get as much cactus on one forkful as I possibly could. That's really good, actually. I like that a lot. It's kind of earthy. It's got a nice vinegar flavor to it. I love onions, and the pico de gallo in there is really nice. If you love onions, you're gonna like that too. I kind of wish there was a little more of that on the plate because I'd put that with a bite of chicken each bite, you know? Let me try the chicken thigh too, just to see if there's any difference between the thigh and breast. I got some of the dark meat cut off, so let's see if that's any better. It's the same thing as the white meat chicken. It's just really lacking flavor. It needs more seasoning, more spice on it for sure. I think that's easily improvable. They just need to be a little more heavy-handed with that achiote marinade, and it would be a lot better than it is. I would skip this one, but like I said, if you like a plain chicken, you're probably gonna like it. At least it comes with beans and rice. I do love the rice here. That rice is really good. It always hits the spot. I crave that rice from time to time. And the beans too. It's really filling with the beans and rice. For theme park Mexican food, this isn't bad, but I would skip this one personally, just because I like food that's a lot more flavorful. This next one though looks really good. It looks really interesting, and I think it's gonna be much better. So let's try this one out next. This is the Loaded Chicken Quesadilla. It's $14.49, and it's topped with chipotle crema, guacamole, and pico de gallo. Cutting into it, it looks like it has a little more than chicken. I can see some grilled peppers, some green bell peppers, some red bell peppers. I can see grilled onion in there too. So it's kind of like a chicken fajita on the inside, and I love fajitas. I love onions, especially when they're grilled and they're caramelized, and I really enjoy red and green bell peppers mixed together. I think you just can't go wrong with peppers and onions all mixed together. It's always delicious, and it's got a nice guacamole squirt on top there and a crema. I love chipotle cremas. I love any kind of crema. Let me try the chipotle crema to see if that's spicy at all. It's like a chipotle mayo. It's really good. It's got a little bit of a kick though. It's about a medium level of spice for the crema, and they put a lot of crema on there, which is really nice. I love mayonnaise, so for me that's perfect. It's got a deep smoked jalapeno flavor to it. It's gonna be really good. And they got a lot of onions on top on mine too, with some chopped up cilantro, which I love on top of anything. So this is gonna be really good. I have higher hopes for this, and it was about $5 cheaper, which is nice, but it looks like it's gonna be very filling still. So let's give this a bite. That is really good. I would recommend that way over the achiote chicken. It has the same achiote marinated chicken chopped up inside the quesadilla, but because it lacks flavor a little bit, it's not a problem since there's so much else going on. The peppers and the onions are really nice. The pico de gallo on top adds a freshness and like a vinegar contrast to it. It just balances really well, and that crema adds a creaminess. I love that crema. I want that on everything. That's delicious. The guacamole is a nice touch on top there too. I like that it's really saucy. There's big chunks of chicken in there. The quesadilla itself is absolutely stuffed. Lots of onions, lots of pepper, lots of chicken. I like that. They're being really generous with the portion. This one's pretty much splittable too because it's an entire tortilla filled to the brim and then folded over. So it's a really big portion even though it doesn't come with beans and rice. I think this is a good value for $14. I like this one. I'd get this one again. I love that pico de gallo on top. And they really crisp the tortilla too. It's grilled really well. I like when it's kind of well done and crispy on the edges. This is really nice. That crema is outstanding though. And the chicken and the cheese is really nice inside for the filling. Lots of filling, and I appreciate that they did that. I do wish they had the flautas and the taquitos. Those were my favorite Paradise Garden Grill items. I think they should just keep those on the menu as a staple and a regular item that you can always get because I crave those all the time. Especially that salsa verde flauta they had like 2 seasons ago. That was delicious and really filling too. If I had to change one thing about this quesadilla, I'd put pickled onions on top. If this had pickled onions, it'd be phenomenal, but it's very, very good. Much better than the chicken. If I had to pick between the two, I'd say go with the quesadilla and you won't be disappointed. This is the best Mexican food though you're gonna find between both the parks for a good price. Rancho del Zocalo is good, but it's a little more expensive over there and you get a smaller portion. I think the food here is good. They also have the Al Pastor tacos right now. I had those last year. I'd also recommend those tacos over the chicken too, because those tacos were good. Especially if you like Al Pastor and pineapple like I do, you're gonna enjoy those. They're solid theme park Mexican food tacos. They're not the best tacos you're gonna have, but they are very good for being in a theme park. My friend got the cake like a month ago and I tried a bite of her cake and it wasn't as good as it was last year. Last year I feel like it had a lot more cinnamon flavor to it and it just tasted sweeter and better. This year it seems like they toned back the sugar and it's really plain, so I wouldn't necessarily recommend that. I did try that about a month ago and I didn't like it quite as much as last year. It's a cute cake though. It's cocoa themed with the little sugar skull on top. We are gonna try the new dessert here though, so we're gonna get that pretty soon. I'm probably gonna let this food digest for a little bit and then I'll grab dessert. We'll watch the live music after this as well, after I'm done eating, and then I'll come back and get a different table and grab some dessert too. They also have live music at the Plaza during Halloween time, so you definitely want to stop here at the Paradise Garden Bandstand and see the schedule on the app. I know right now today, it's about 2 o'clock right now. They play at 3 o'clock, the Mariachi band does, so we're going to watch the Mariachi band after this, and we're just going to hang out in this area and enjoy some of the activities that they have for the Halloween season. All right, I'm back at Paradise Garden Grill. Well, I really never left. I just stayed here and watched music and took a break for a little bit, but I put in a mobile order for my dessert item, and I noticed the quesadilla popped up on the mobile order this time, so I don't know why that wasn't available the rest of the day, but it is available from time to time. In case you are mobile ordering, it's worth checking. It's weird how Disney mobile ordering can be so inconsistent. Sometimes during the day, some items are available and others are not. They get added and removed from the mobile order system as the day goes on. I think it depends on the busyness and the quantity of the item that they have in stock and stuff. There's a lot of factors I'm sure that I'm not aware of behind the scenes of why they do that. But do check, because it is worth checking. This saved me a lot of time mobile ordering it, because the line was actually pretty long. I'm in a little quiet corner and it's much more peaceful over here. Well, it's not exactly quiet. You have the roller coaster going by and you have the people screaming their heads off on Silly Symphony, which is fun. But it feels like you're not in the thick of it anymore. I'm away from the crowds and just kind of tucked back here to take a break. I got some some ice water there from Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta, so I am good to go. Despite this heat, I am still having a great day. You just really got to stay hydrated, and they have the big cups of water at Boardwalk Pasta and Pizza, which I love. You can fill it up with ice. I dropped in one of my electrolyte tablets in there, so I am good to go. And this looks really good. Full disclosure, spoiler alert, I know I already like this dessert. I was with my friend when she did her food review of Paradise Gardens Grill a couple of weeks ago, like probably about a month ago. So I tried some of the items already. This was one of the ones that I tried, and her and I both really like this a lot. So I'm excited to get it again. I only had a bite of hers because she was offering to share it with me, but I felt bad. She really liked it, and I didn't want to eat a lot. So I ate her cake since we both didn't like that cake quite as much, and I let her eat these since obviously she had bought them, and I felt bad because they were really delicious, and I didn't want to take them away from her despite her offering to share. This is Bunuelos Bionico, and it looks really, really good. I loved this last time, so I'm sure I'm going to enjoy this again. Bunuelos is like a fritter, like a Mexican fritter, almost like a donut covered in cinnamon and sugar. And sometimes they use tortilla chips instead of the fritter, or you'll have like a tostada shell that's deep fried, covered in cinnamon sugar for dessert. And I know this is going to be good. And Bionico is just a fruit salad. This has a lot of different fruit on top, actually. I can see apples in there, strawberries. It looks good. It's got whole grapes. I kind of wish the grapes were halved, but that's okay. It's got a lot of fruit, and I love fruit. This was $9.99. It's fried tortilla chips coated in cinnamon and sugar, loaded with fresh fruit, toasted coconut, and sweetened condensed banana milk. Ooh, I love bananas, and I love sweetened condensed milk, so I think this is gonna be really good. I like strawberries a lot too, so I'm excited there's strawberries. The apples are gonna add a little crunch and a tartness to it, and I'm a big fan of red grapes. They put a lot of toasted coconut on top of this, really generous amount of toasted coconut, so I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy that. Ooh, I think my favorite part though is gonna be that banana sweetened condensed milk. There's tons of that on there. It looks like it's Granny Smith apple, so that's gonna be awesome. I just love strawberries, and these look like ripe in-season strawberries, so I think they're gonna be delicious. I got a little apple and a little strawberry all in one bite there with some of the sweetened condensed milk, so let's try this here. That is so good. I love that. That is delicious. The banana sweetened condensed milk is sweet, but it's not overly sweet as a whole dessert because you're getting the tartness from the fruits, and the fruit is not that sweet itself. The cinnamon sugar is kind of subtle. I really like the flavor of the cinnamon sugar. They're freshly fried, fresh made tortilla chips, and they are delicious. This is really, really yummy. It's messy, so get a fork. You're gonna need a fork to eat this one, but this is really good. I like the texture of the coconut on there. It adds a little crunch on top. I like the flavor of coconut a lot. I think the coconut and the banana make this really tropical and fun tasting. This is just outstanding. I love the strawberries. I got really ripe strawberries in particular. Really good batch of strawberries. The grapes are nice in there too. The Granny Smith apple is good in there too because it's sour and crunchy and not very sweet. I think picking Granny Smith apples was a really good choice to add a contrast and a tartness that really balances this out well. Let's try one of the grapes with the sweetened condensed milk. I really like red grapes, and those are good red grapes, especially with the banana sweetened condensed milk. That's delicious. This is a great dessert. I think it's a pretty good value for $9.99. They really shove a lot into this little container, but it is so good. It's got a fresh, homemade taste to it. The cinnamon sugar works great with everything else, and they give you a generous portion of fruit, which is nice too. I love this. You gotta try this one out. Bunuelos Bionico is delicious. You gotta try that at Paradise Garden Grill. This is one of my favorite seasonal items now. I think you're gonna like it too. The line for Miguel just reopened, and there's no line right now, so I'm just gonna go say hi to him really quick. Hola, Miguelito. ¿Cómo estás? I saw you perform in the show. You did a great job. I know you were kind of nervous at first, but you did fantastic. Everyone was proud of you. Well, thank you. I just wanted to get a little video of you. Thank you. I'll see you next time. One of the nice things you can do here, it's really endearing and sentimental. You can fill out a little piece of paper for a loved one in their memory, you know, for the tree of life, the Arbol de la Vida. And that's just something I think is beautiful. I think life needs more of that beautiful stuff. The celebration of culture is nice here, and it's nice to celebrate family and loved ones. So I'm gonna write something for my grandma. I lost her about a year ago, and I was really, really close to my grandma. I miss her dearly, so I wanna write something just in her memory in her honor. So what you do is you grab one of these beautiful marigold cards and it says memories of my family, and you write down a memory there and you hang it up. So that's what we're gonna do. So what I'm gonna do is write down a memory and hang it up on the wall like everyone else does there. I do see a lot, 2 loved ones that people have lost. I actually am looking at one that says Gigi right now. That's what we called my grandma because she was my niece's great grandma, so we always called her Gigi. It's crazy that the very first paper I saw hung up here said Gigi on it. Like, wow, what are the odds? Maybe she's saying hi to me. Wow, I'm getting emotional right now. This is a beautiful thing to do though. All right, I wrote this for my grandma. She was just such an amazing human being and a wonderful person, and I'll always miss her. People say it gets easier with time, but I'm not really sure about that. I still miss her a year later, but I wanted to write this down just to honor her memory and hang this up, and I think that's a beautiful thing to do. I really like that Disney does this. Oh boy, I'm feeling really emotional now, but that was really nice. That was a really special memory to be able to share and hang up there in her honor. That was just really cool. I love that Disney does that. I always try to do that each year, the Tree of Life. Next up, we're just gonna go to World of Disney. That's gonna be our last stop for today. We're just gonna check out a couple of items, 2 or 3 items that came out. There's not much, and we're gonna call it a day. I am very full, so I need to get some steps in and just burn off some calories. I am so full, but that food was pretty darn good, so I'm satisfied right now. Well, we walked to World of Disney. I figured I'd share some exciting news with you guys. I saw a 40% off sale for Disney Cruise go out yesterday, so I booked a last-minute cruise. I go in like a month and a half in the beginning of November. I'm going to go on the Disney Dream out of Fort Lauderdale. I go out of Port Everglades. I have never been there before. I've been to Orlando, but I'm going to fly into Miami this time, so it'll be quite the adventure. I have a lot of cruise stuff coming up. I have another cruise in December with Royal Caribbean, and then another cruise in January with Princess Cruises. So I'll probably do vlogs on those, even though they're not Disney specific. I still love cruising. I always have. I grew up cruising as a teenager. My grandma actually took me on my first cruise, and I always appreciate that style of travel. So I think I'll do vlogs on all of that actually. And then in February, I go to Aulani. So I have something, a new adventure every month pretty much coming up for the next while here. Very excited for that. It was such a good deal with the 40% off for the Disney cruise. So I'm super, super excited. It's a dream of mine. See what I did there? To go on the Disney Dream. It's truly a dream come true though. I've always wanted to do the Dream and the Fantasy. I've only ever been on one Disney cruise on the Wonder, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm gonna go back for a 5-night cruise. The best part is it goes to both Disney private islands. I get to go to Castaway Cay and Lookout Point. So I'm super excited for that. Oh, it's gonna be so amazing. I know it's still 2025, but this year is flying by, absolutely flying by. This is $69.99. This is the first 2026 merchandise I've seen. That's an exciting development. I love how it's patches, but all the different characters too. Little chenille patches of the characters. Pluto, Mickey, Goofy, and Donald. I love the 6 with Donald. That is so cute. It says Disneyland Resort on it. It's a really nice blue to gray. It's mostly blue, but it definitely has a gray tinge to it, and it's really beautiful. It's a really nice soft hoodie too. I really like this one with a good pouch on the front there. I love hoodies, but I have so many Disney hoodies, so I don't need a specific one for a year, because I don't know, do you wear these other years? Like, you can wear this 2027 still, but I don't know, it seems like it's mostly for 2026. Really nice hoodie though. One of the things I came to look at was a new Nightmare Before Christmas and Starbucks collaboration. It's a stainless steel tumbler that came out. It would have been on this shelf right here, and it is sold out, unfortunately. So we'll come back and look at that a different time. But yeah, there's not a lot of shelf space for it, so I think that one's going to be hard to keep in stock. Last stop is going to be Disneyland. We're just going to go to the Emporium real quick. There's a new Emperor's New Groove sweater, a jacket that I want to see. Not a sweater, but a jacket. And I love Emperor's New Groove, so this is a very important piece of merchandise. Hopefully the Emporium has it in stock. It's brand new, so let's go look there. All right, I found the jacket. This is $89.99. It reminds me of the Vault Collection jacket that they have with the Mickey and the D on it. It's a nice tan color. I just really like this jacket. It's a little pricey, but it says Disney's Emperor's New Groove, the movie logo there. And you have Kronk as the devil and angel on the pocket. I like that patch down there. And on the side on the arm, you have Cusco as a llama looking smug as always. That is really nice. Let's check out the back of this. I just love Emperor's New Groove, so I really like this this jacket a lot. All right, and there's the bag. That is a really cool design on the back. You have Yzma, you have Kronk, and Cusco, and Pacha. That is really cool. I like the colors. I like how it's threaded and embroidered in. That's a really nice design. Yeah, $89.99. New Emperor's New Groove jacket. I'm up in the DVC lounge right now just taking a break, and I always look at this Disney Dream model. I like looking at all the models of cruise ships. I'm just a big model guy in general. I love little miniatures and models of things. They bring me so much joy. But I was just talking to my friends not too long ago, like 2 or 3 weeks ago. We were looking at this, and I was like, hey, that was the ship you guys were just on, because they just went on a cruise like last month on the Dream. I've always wanted to go on the Disney Dream, so I'm really excited. It'll be really fun too. I have a balcony room, but it'll be really fun if I can come back and look where my balcony room is on the model. This is just such a cool model. It's big too. They have models of all the cruise ships at all the different resorts, but the Dream just happens to be the one in the Disney Vacation Club lounge. I love it. Thank you very much for joining me today. I appreciate you guys coming along on this fun day. I think Paradise Garden Grill is the best Mexican food for the best price that you're going to get in both parks. I really enjoy eating there. It's consistently good food. The meal we had today was a little bit of a letdown. 2 of the 3 items were great. The other one was just okay. I thought the Achiote Half Chicken really needed more flavor. It needed more salt, more seasoning. It just was really bland. The chicken meat was moist and well prepared. It wasn't overcooked. It was nice in that regard for theme park chicken, but it really just was flavorless. I like the sides that come with it. The nopal salad was good, and the rice and beans are always great there. I just really miss the flautas or the taquitos. Either or, whenever they do one version or the other, I think those are always the best item at Paradise Garden Grill, and those are a really good value too. You get 3 flautas or taquitos, and they really fill you up. Very good meal, so I missed those. It's sad they replaced it with the Achiote chicken, and it's just not as good. The quesadilla was fantastic though. I love the chipotle crema there. If you like spicy mayo, you're really gonna like that one. It was spicy on its own, but once it was mixed with everything on the quesadilla, it really wasn't overly hot. I'd give it like mild, a high mild, maybe medium if you're really sensitive to spice. I don't think it was a very spicy dish. I like the guacamole on that, the pico de gallo, and it was just stuffed full. The quesadilla had cheese in there. It had roasted bell peppers and onions and lots of achiote chicken. I thought that was far better than the chicken itself. That was a really good meal, and I'd get that one again. A good value too for $14. That one was really delicious. I definitely recommend trying that one out. And the bunuelos are delicious. You have to try those. They reminded me of like a homemade cinnamon toast crunch cereal. They were so good. The chips were fresh with cinnamon sugar on them. That condensed milk is awesome. And then you have fruit, fresh fruit on it. The apples, the grapes, the strawberries, everything about that was great. I really enjoyed that. I will get that one again because that was so good. We got to look at a little bit of merchandise. We didn't do too much merchandise, but we did do the Tree of Life, and I think that's really special. I'm so glad that Disney sets aside a space to do that. I think that's really endearing and really beautiful that they actually take space to do that and allow people to remember a loved one like I did today. So that was really awesome. But thank you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you guys take care, and I'll see you real soon.